The footballing world has gone through an unspeakable tragedy this past week. All of us here at OTB wish the families of Diego and Andre the strength to cope. May they rest in peace. Hey, where are the boys? There's only 3 of us here.
So Vecchi, after his no-show on Monday, decided he's going to have a week off everything because he was shocking on Monday.
A mental recap.
He's become a social media star, uploading his, test results and, his rehab workouts. He's like a celebrity without being a celebrity.
But how did we go and hire 3 unreliable fill-ins?
Yeah, well, one of them left the chat. One of them just left the chat because I cracked it.
He just randomly left it. Didn't tell
anyone. Didn't say anything. Didn't say bye. Didn't say nothing. Just left.
Look, we call that in our line of work a soft cock. Maybe we got to take that part.
No, we don't. Staying right in.
Kez, you are a soft cock.
Absolutely.
I didn't want to call names and say names, call people
enough.
out, but yeah, definitely.
Fair enough. And then we bring in Footercan. Bloke doesn't shut his mouth for 2 hours on each pod, and all of a sudden is the busiest bloke now.
Absolutely.
Fico's probably the worst one we've brought in. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've never met someone who's single, lives alone, lives the good life, and is just always busy.
Does he live alone or does he live with his rents?
No, he's alone. His parents are in Turkey. Guy's living it up, bro, but he still can't make time for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. He's got to vacuum the house, he's got to cook some food.
And Vecchi dropped, I'll come if you need me, but if the others can do it, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
So, fuck off.
Vecchi's, I think Vecchi's, he's going to full-time become a footballer now.
Is he?
Yeah. It's looking that way.
Wow.
Career's starting at 36. Injuries also starting at 36. So, plantar fasciitis. Now he's getting, what do you call them? Orthodontics?
Yeah, for his feet.
Whatever
He's got tendonitis.
Oh, man. Horror.
He was laughing at me when I had it all last year. He's like, "Why are you so slow and like a brick for?" I go, "Bro, well, playing soccer, outdoor, tendonitis, plantar fascia." He didn't comprehend what I was trying to say. I go, the more you play, obviously the more injured you're going to get. And Lord behold.
When you're like obviously approaching 40s, you kind of need to like take a step back.
Yes. No, you got to ramp it up.
Bro, this bloke's playing outdoor, indoor, gymming 5 days a week, indoor 2 days a week, outdoor 3 days a week, and bodybuilding. It's like, bro, the good life.
Yeah, man of many talents. But that is a little bit of a teaser. We did record our Monday night football vlog again.
Yeah.
This time it was a 2v2, so we had 2 of the OTB boys on one team and 2 on the other. And one team definitely came out on top comfortably.
No, I wouldn't call it comfortable.
Well, Riad hasn't won in a month, so you obviously know which team lost.
Bro,
it's a bit of a teaser, but
yeah, why am I always the one that's got like the bots in my team, bro?
Bro, you had the better players in your team.
We didn't, bro. We had like 4 Vecchies, just old blokes.
No, you had Saeed, Kez, B, yourself, Ox, Vecchi.
Look, I reckon I was the best player there in my team, and that's saying something. So
you know why?
Anyway.
You know why people say you're the best player in your team? Because
you didn't hit anyone.
I swear to God, because you weren't angry. That's why people are like. It's a win for everyone. Though. If you're not angry, that means we had a good game. We had a good game.
Yeah. Well, when I play calm, I generally play better. So.
And you also went 0 out of 7 for long balls. You join us again, another podcast episode. Thank you.
No idea.
These are getting less and less frequent, but we're here.
Off season, bro.
Off season, And we're going to get straight into it, boys. I want to start off with probably the most relevant topic at the moment. It's sort of relevant, but it isn't relevant. The Club World Cup.
Oh, it's relevant to European heritage teams, yes. It is relevant because Real Madrid are going hard at it. And they've already earned up to 62 million euros.
Prize money aside, we're talking stadiums that aren't full. We're talking fans that aren't interested. I think I've watched like 3 games highlights from this whole tournament.
I think I'm the only one that's enjoying it. Hey, Riad watched it.
I watch it. It's at a good time, and there's a lot of underdogs, and I love watching underdogs. Like, United.
That's not true. You hate watching United.
Yeah, no, it's good, but yeah, I agree with you, bro. It's a bit underwhelming in terms of like the fan base.
I think America stuffed this up. FIFA and their scheduling have stuffed this up massively. Because essentially it is like a warm up to the World Cup. So what they're trying to do is exactly like this, what they're going to do for the World Cup. The tournament itself is very good. If this tournament was in Europe or South America or anywhere else, even in Australia, it would pull better numbers than what it has in America.
Yeah. Do you think the stadiums are too big, or like people just aren't interested in football over there?
Well, I've got a few points. I've been studying and having a look. Scheduling time and conflicts, like the conflict of timing and what days it is and how to get there. So I'll give you one example. When we played LAFC...
Who's we?
When Chelsea played LAFC, my team, not me, because I'm not a part of the club.
Yes, yeah.
I'd love to be one day.
One day.
Actually, no, technically I am, because I'm now officially a member of Chelsea Football Club.
Well,
did you buy a membership?
Had to, for the ticketing.
Okay.
Now, not only am I a Richmond member, I'm a Chelsea Football Club member.
Wow.
There you go. But yeah, we played Chelsea played Los Angeles Football Club, and it was for example, on a Monday. It was a Monday or Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and it played on the other side of the country, which was to drive there was a day in 4 hours.
From LA?
From LA to the fans.
Why do you think they wouldn't play a game with LA in
LA?
LA.
I think scheduling, the league's still going in America, and scheduling was really bad. Well, against, what was it? A match against Los Angeles, Atlanta attracted only 22,000, even their own league, 22,000 fans in a stadium that seats over 70,000.
Wow.
Yeah, that's bad.
You know what I mean?
Bad.
So high ticket prices. So the tickets are very high, obviously because the money's a lot for the winner and everyone going each round.
Yeah.
What was it? General admin tickets were priced around $83, where premium seats reached up to $228. And that wasn't...
That's USD, yeah?
That's USD. That's not, if
Wow.
Messi's playing. If Messi's playing, it's, that's going to be double for general admin.
And that isn't like, what, the round of 16?
That's just group stages.
No, yeah, it's all the group stages.
Wow.
So that's very, very high.
So I can hear both those points, man. Like, if you're having to travel a big distance to get to these games, especially if you're a local, you want to go watch, I don't know, say you live in America and Palmeiras is coming down, probably not the most appealing one to go to. So you might pick and choose which team you do go watch.
But can I add, in saying that, also, they're having extreme weather conditions. Philadelphia. Yeah. So they got thunder, extreme heat. Some places they had tornado warnings, just crazy, crazy stuff. So, no climate control. Obviously, they're all open air stadiums. Yeah. So, some teams are playing at 40-degree heat.
Does that like ring concerns for the World Cup in 5 years' time? Like if they can't,
it's next year.
It's next year.
Oh, for the US, it's next year. That's right. Yeah,
US, Mexico, and Canada.
There you go. So you think this would build some sort of hype for the World Cup next year?
They're in big trouble.
And if they can't even fill a quarter of a stadium,
World Cup's different.
World Cup, you'll fill stadiums.
World Cup will be full.
It's sort of like a practice. They're practicing, and then just the procession of the tournament. That's all it is. Club World Cup.
But what do you enjoy of the Club World Cup right now? Like why are you watching it? Obviously, other than Chelsea.
I've watched the majority of the games. I like the game. I like the teams that we don't watch often. We don't. To be honest with you, I haven't watched a single Brazilian team outside of this tournament. You know what I mean? I watch highlights of the players we're always interested in, but seeing them play as defensively,
they've been actually quite impressive, bro.
But defensively, even seeing Boca Juniors play a European team or River Plate playing, someone from South America, another South American team, it's good to watch. Italian teams, how do they match up against, your South American teams or your American teams, for example. It's good to see, and it was actually fun to see Inter Milan struggle this whole time without Inzaghi, to be honest with you, and they looked shocking.
They just can't put anything away, bro. They've had so many opportunities in majority of their games, and they just can't put it away.
Like also the Mexican team that Sergio Ramos plays for, they got
Monterrey.
Yeah, they're the best Mexican team, for example.
Are they It's a Mexican team.
It's a Mexican team, and then there's another team that's EOS, the team that we played in the last group stage. The Tunisian champions. They've won 19 out of the last 25 championships in Tunisia. You know what I mean? And then the fairy tale story of Auckland City getting a point, scoring a goal. I personally really like it. I liked it when we played Palmeiras in the previous Club World Cup without this format. But Real Madrid are going for it. Bayern Munich are going for it. We're going for it.
With Real Madrid, it's a different story because now they've had a change from Ancelotti to Xavi. now it looks like they're structured and like he's actually trying to teach this team how to play football again.
Yes.
It's not like boys go out and have fun anymore.
He's experimenting as well.
Yeah, it's a back three, you know, whatever shove he's doing. Like
3-5-2, 3-5-2-1 or whatever.
Yeah, whatever he's doing. But it's for them I can understand because they had probably their most disappointing season in a very long time, this last one.
Yep.
And now they have a new coach. He needs to re-energize this team, reinvigorate them, get his ideas into them. So it's a really good opportunity for them. But I also just like it just doesn't seem like there is much interest in this. And like my team's not in this, So there's the only reason I'd watch this is because I love football, and I still don't really have any interest in watching it.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. It is a work in progress. Like watch it. Go watch the Bayern Munich game. Harry Kane, he was getting hassled all game against the Fluminense. Yeah. And then I think it was like 60th minute, whatever it was, he had enough and he tackled this bloke. I'm talking, the guy nearly went into the third row. You know, you can tell they want to really win this. Even Harry Kane.
Yeah. Which team were they playing?
Fluminense or Flamengo?
Yeah.
Fluminense, isn't it? Fluminense, what are they called?
Your owners. Just call them our owners.
No, they're out, bro.
No, but they're your dad.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not.
Nah,
they're out now. We've owned them now on this Twitter. I've been all over them. I've been all over them on Twitter.
I enjoy tournaments like this. It's because it's a good way to scout players that you've never watched before. You know? So, obviously, you're always watching the top leagues in Europe. You're watching the EPL, La Liga, the Serie A, all these good, decent leagues. But then you never really watch any South American leagues.
I've never watched Boca Juniors or River play at a full 90 ever in my life.
Yeah, and then you're seeing these players that you've never heard of actually compete against the best in the world. And it's just like, okay, like, what's this kid's name? And you, like, search it, like, you do some research, and it's like, wow, this kid's figures are incredible. Like, with Monterrey, the Mexican team, they've got this young kid. He's not young, he's 25 years old. Diosa is a midfielder.
Yeah.
Bro, what a jet.
Yeah.
Like, if he was playing for one of the top clubs in the world, his price tag would be 80 to 100 mil. But because he's playing in Monterrey, like, you know, no one really, like, people that don't know football won't even know about Monterrey. You will never watch a player like that. And I'm hoping, like, you got clubs, like, you know, that are desperate for talent, the scouting, come after these players.
Al Hilal. Like,
bro, Al Hilal.
That game was Inzaghi masterclass. Sit back, let Pep have all the possession, City have all the possession. One mistake, boom, counter, lethal.
Do you reckon now Pep will go and spend another 200 million on defenders?
Fuck, he makes us look like child's play, the amount he's spent. He makes Chelsea look like we're one below them.
No one beats Chelsea, bro.
Let's buy more players, baby.
We'll get your players later.
Chelsea, if they beat Palmeiras, that's another 70 million in the bank. Let's go buy someone else.
Buy another attacker.
Just keep buying.
But you guys have spent 200 billion, sorry.
200 billion now.
Yeah, sorry, 2 billion, my apologies. 2 billion, and I look at your attacking four.
1.4 billion.
2 billion now.
Yeah.
And when I look at your attacking four, and I'm just like, bro.
Shit.
Bro, they're shit.
Shit.
But when someone spends 2 billion, you automatically you're gonna think like a CR7, Messi, Neymar, the best of the best, bro.
Compare those players to current players. Who compares to CR7?
Like, you're talking close to 2 bill, and we're talking Delap, Palmer,
Delap's a good second choice.
Neto,
Palmer's unreal.
And
and
some
who?
Gibbons, who's just Gibbons, bloke?
Giddens. He'll be good in our system.
That's not an attack that screams to me. I've spent 1.7 bill.
You know what? I'm not really excited about Giddens, but Joao Pedro, I can't wait to see him play.
Another player that doesn't have a set position. And another 9.5.
Well,
because Felix wasn't enough. And then
Felix
Nkunku wasn't enough. And you got Palmer that plays that position.
So Nkunku
they're all 9.5.
Joao Pedro is pretty much a better version of Nkunku, I reckon.
Better version according to what?
Prem proven.
Bro, better version according to
proven, and he scored against all the top clubs last year.
He scored penalties, yeah, absolutely. But he's not going to take penalties for you guys.
He scored a lot of goals. That's not penalties. Yes, he has. He scored against you guys. It wasn't a penalty.
He scored 6 pens last season, and he's got 10 goals.
Yeah, he's got 20 GA. 20 GA. He's got 40 GA in 2 seasons.
But is he much of an improvement than what you currently have?
Of course he is.
A 60 million improvement.
Of course he is.
Like, you know what I mean?
Modric is banned for fucking 7 years. No, he's banned. So you replace him, get Giddens. Am I wrong?
No, I forgot about him.
Sancho's gone. Back to you guys. So that's your
Back
problem
to us,
now.
back to
So
somewhere.
we've got no left wingers.
Back on topic. We'll get into that. Don't worry.
So it's just,
The next question I got for you boys, and I want to get your opinions. Do you think these teams that are competing in the Club World Cup, it'll be to their detriment for their club season, or do you think this will be an advantage for them?
I reckon, personally, as a Chelsea fan, I reckon it's going to be an advantage because I've seen Maresca play two different formations that haven't seen him play before in this tournament. So one of them does suit Joao Pedro, but it's a 3-4. What was it? There was one 3. Anyway,
3-4-3.
there's a 3-4-3. Then there's a 4-2-2-2-2-2-2-2. So
That's awful.
yeah, that's
formation.
so it's a 4-2-2-2. So he's been trying a lot of different formations, playing a few things out of whack to see how it goes.
Do you think, does that tell you that he's still not certain of what he's going to do with the players he has?
I think because it's going to be a long season, and obviously with Chelsea, the club itself, they want to go for every competition. So I guess for different competitions, different teams, he's going to use different formations. And I reckon this tournament actually suits us getting more experience under the belt, players getting more games, even though they play 100 games a year. But it's good to see who we need and who we don't need. Obviously, he didn't take everyone to the Club World Cup, and I guess that's how it is. And I reckon it would help us definitely.
Yeah. Look, I know where Alpy is going with this. You can kind of argue both ways. I think it's beneficial for clubs that have just hired a new manager, and
A la Real Madrid.
like Real Madrid, for instance, where he can come in and experiment with his players and make signings according to what he has or what he wants to play with. Because it's a competition, it is competitive, and it's not a friendly. You know what I mean? Your players are actually trying here.
Same as company though. So it's a tournament format. And what has Bayern Munich been lacking in the last 10 years or 7 years? They can't just get over that hump in the tournament phase or tournament competitions. So company can cakewalk the German league every year. No disrespect to Dortmund or anyone like that, but they cakewalk it every year.
Yeah.
So this would be a good opportunity for him to come out and see which plays suit tournament styles or how it works. Get a bit of running in Harry Kane's legs, and Musiala playing the free role.
He's been injured, hasn't he, Musiala?
He's a new number 10. But and then he's got other players that they're looking for. They're after a couple more wingers. They see what they need, and then company can go to the owners. Oh, this is what we need. This is what we need for this one. They lost Sane, so I guess for the bigger teams that need it, even like Chelsea really need this experience in a big competition. I know it's not the Champions League, or I don't even think it's on par with the Europa League, but they need that experience under their belt. And for example, Real Madrid need it for their system, and then company would need it to get his system right. And it's good for Dortmund.
Yeah. It would have been ideal for clubs that are going through a whole complete change, formation, managers and stuff like that. But again, it could also backfire because now every club schedule is absolutely stacked to the rim.
This is too much. Yeah.
Like, if you're in the Champions League, you're in the Premier League, you're in the FA Cup, you're in the Carabao Cup. And then on top of that, your pre-season where players use the time to unwind and get their bodies right are playing a proper tournament.
In 40-degree heat.
In 40-degree heat. Yeah, they might be fit coming into the season, start of the season.
It's
they're
still
only
actually
human.
added on to the season. So the season's not over yet. So every goal and stats and everything like that still goes on from last season.
There you go. Yeah.
So they'll have, at the end of this tournament, if they get knocked out now, for example, they'll have a month off, whenever it starts. I think it starts end of August or middle of August, it starts the season. So they'll have a bit of time off. But unless you go all the way through, because I think it's the July 14th or 15th is just keeps final or something like that. So you've got 2, 3, 4 weeks off. You might have a couple extra weeks off. You might miss the first 2 weeks of preseason because there is preseason friendly games locked in already.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Tours and stuff like that.
So they would probably skip that. And I think most of the teams are going to stay in their own respective countries.
Yeah,
they won't go on a China tour or another American tour. Maybe they'll stay in America and have a holiday and then do the tour from there.
Yeah,
but essentially this is sort of like a preseason tour, bonding session with all the players. And then they'll have their time off and go through. But I rate it.
I won't be surprised if there's a lot of injuries leading up to the season. And I don't know how legitimate these injuries are, but I reckon some players will try to milk these injuries so they can have some time off. because their schedule's cooked.
Look, with the player power these days, they'll just have a few weeks off. They would give it because
Yeah.
people know. If the clubs are saying it themselves, the managers are saying there's too many games. So if they miss a couple of preseason or friendly tournaments, it's not going to be a big deal. As long as they're fit and ready for round one. Oh, week one of the Premier League. I don't think anyone really cares.
Yeah, because I think my take on this is, yes, in previous seasons there have been post-season tournaments, whether it's the Euros, the World Cup, whatever it is, there has definitely been football, but it hasn't been for a club. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Chelsea
for the
might
country.
lose 6 or 7 players, maybe hypothetically, to the England squad for a World Cup or to the whatever country they play for.
Yeah.
But that's just like 6-7 players. We saw it last season when Palmer came into the Chelsea squad 3-4 weeks into the season.
Yes, you're right.
But now you're talking about this whole squad has played an extra 7-8 games or however many it is, depending on how far they go into the tournament, that they need to then completely stop to get back into a pre-season a couple of weeks out of the season.
Yeah.
Might work. They might hit the ground running. They've played some extra football compared to the other teams that build into a season. These guys might start off real strong. But the concern, I think, won't be at the start of the season. I think it'll be once we start seeing those double game weeks, we start seeing those cup weeks. That's when I think these squads will really be tested. And players that have been pushed to their limits at this point might be the ones that are affected
later on.
Luckily, we've got a 40-man squad.
Yeah, you guys really need to do something about that.
Well, no, I've got a bit of a list. If you start rambling names, I'll tell you who's staying, who's not. Actually, I've got a list upstairs I can go get of who's staying,
it's
who's
okay.
staying.
Wow.
We'll grill you on the spot.
Well, let me go get it before you do it.
Just
'Cause I've got a
before we
list.
move on,
I actually was ready.
Al Hilal, bro.
Well, I need to bring something to everyone's attention here with Al Hilal.
Original Oil Club.
What's that? The Batman, the Bane meme where he's like, I was born in the darkness, you just adopted it or whatever. It's like, I was born with oil, Man City just adopted it. Anyway, whatever. Al Hilal, right? And this is the only thing that I found super interesting with this tournament. There's 2. One has been how Madrid's used Trent and Arda and Rodrigo not playing.
Oh, bro,
and the second
Arda.
thing is Al Hilal, right? Because we're talking about Inzaghi, a manager who plays 3 at the back, who has a set formation, who has come into a new team and hasn't changed the way the formation is, but has changed the way the football's been played. And I can only relate that to what Amorim has done at United, where he's like, this is my formation, this is my football, this is what we're doing. What I'm watching is now a manager that's come in and he's like, I play 3 at the back. But instead of just doing that immediately, I'm going to play with a back 4. I'm going to drop Ruben Neves in between the 2 centre-backs, and I'm going to push my 2 full-backs out wide. Why do you think some managers are so, to me, that's flexibility.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
come
yeah,
in,
yeah.
he's seen, all right, these guys have played a back 4 for the past whatever. I'm not changing it to a back 3, but I'm going to bring my style of play in, but I'm going to creep it in. Why don't you think Amorim did something like that?
Arrogance?
Stubbornness, it's worked for me previously, so it's going to work for me again. You know what I mean? But this is why Inzaghi is held so highly in regards to his career and his
still
manager.
don't rate him in Italy.
Bro, I've always rated Inzaghi. He's such a tactical genius, bro.
But look, if you break it down, his Inter Milan team, was the highest wage in Italy. They've got the biggest wage bill. So,
But they've got a lot of aging players.
They do.
He would make do with experience. He's a very good. He seems to be a very good man manager, but they almost always seem to fall short of the big title.
Yes, correct.
And there was a lot of chatter in Arsenal areas of forums and whatever. They wanted Arteta replaced with Inzaghi. I was never for it.
Is this before he went into?
Before he went, I was never for it, but. I've watched a bit of Al Hilal and I can see that he's come in and he's just, instead of just scrapping everything that those players know and being like, this is what we're doing now, it's like he's just creeping his tactics and his philosophy and his style of play into this team.
Yeah.
And they're not even the best team in Saudi.
No.
Al Ittihad, I think it is.
Yeah, the one with Ben. No,
with Kante, is it with Kante?
Kante. They're the best team. They I think they won the league by 8 or 9 points clear.
Sorry, I just dropped.
So we're still seeing Al Hilal, which is the second best. They finished second last season. We're seeing them go toe-to-toe with Madrid, a draw. Go toe-to-toe with City, beat them.
That's
very impressive.
That's like the analogy where he's come and he's planted a seed. Yeah, he's still feeding off the old crops, but he's waiting for this seed to grow and become,
I like it.
Whereas Amorim came,
Chopped the trees.
got a whippersnipper, chopped it off, and just planted a tree that's already grown. And clearly it's no good. But Tom can tell. Will tell. But yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. And I think Inzaghi is probably the only manager that I'd be happy to come and replace Amorim right now.
Okay. Well, talking about regime changes.
Wait, are we off the Club World Cup?
Yes.
Because I'm just going to make a statement.
Yeah.
Go on then.
If it's Chelsea Real Madrid final, we're beating them.
Okay, sure.
We're gonna, but we'll win the whole thing if it's Real Madrid.
Not sure.
Sure. Yes, talking about regime changes.
Wait, why are you guys laughing?
big
We're fucking
news.
talking about Arsenal here.
Big news. Optus Sport have now cancelled, or they've sold their rights to the Premier League
Let me get you
to
the stats.
Stan Sports, which is very exciting for a couple of reasons, because we get to watch the EPL in 4K, which I'm really looking forward to. However, the thought of possibly losing out on the English punditry around the games and halftime pre-games, that does concern me slightly. So I guess we got to wait to see what happens with that.
Please don't tell me Craig Foster and all these guys are going to be doing all
It'll
the
probably be
punditry, bro.
Yeah, Bosnich, Foster, it'll probably be them, most likely.
Surely not, bro.
I reckon they still go back to. Is it Sky Sports?
Yeah, well, it's Sky that does it at the moment.
I reckon. No, from what I'm reading, I heard Optus just pretty much. They had 3 years remaining on their contract with the Premier League, and they decided to just hand it over to
Stan
Sports for 300 million Australian dollars.
I was going to say, let's not say hand it over.
Well, that's
got
what they said.
300
They
million
said,
for
look,
it.
they said approximately 300 million for the remaining 3 years of the contract, which runs out in 2028. So,
Bro, Optus Sport was incredible when they had the Prem, the Champions League, the Europa League, and you're only paying like $10 a month. All of a sudden, they've lost the rights to to European football, like Champions League, Europa, and then they dumped an extra bloody $15 on top. So it's like you're paying $25-30 a month just for the Prem.
I think they want to focus on just telecommunications, as in against Telstra.
Okay.
So that's why they allowed Channel 9 and Stan Sports to buy them out, and then they're going to focus on other avenues of the
Well, what I'm glad about is I can finally go to Telstra.
That's what I'm thinking.
You were only with Optus because...
I was only with Optus for the Prem, bro.
I think
That's
what
it.
I was thinking as well.
Yeah, I can
There you
finally
go.
go to Telstra and get coverage wherever I go.
Yep,
So I'm
true.
looking forward to that. But it's exciting to get everything back onto the one platform,
Oh, bro.
which
best.
I'm really happy about. Obviously, we'll see what happens with the punditry, but I will say the European football, the coverage of it has been good. The accessibility to the highlights, to everything like that has
it's
been
been
really
good.
good. So hopefully this is a change for the positive for the Australian viewers, because, I mean, we wake up all hours of the morning. You know, some of us don't sleep to watch our teams play. So hopefully the coverage is as good. Hopefully we keep that English punditry, which if they've just sold the existing package, I would assume that would include the punditry and everything that comes with it as well.
I think everything stays the same, and then Stan Sports just take over, the pre-game, how they do at Optus Sports Studio, how they're doing that. I think everyone just transfers into the Stan Sports style. So exactly how they do with the Champions League. They start off with the Australian viewers in the Australian studio, and then they go live 15 minutes or 20 minutes before the game. They go into the English studio.
Okay, yeah.
So it'll be exactly the same.
Yeah, and special shout out to my friend Steve Panthers for continuing to let me use his Stan account.
Yeah.
Who's that?
So now we don't have to
pay for the Premier League as well.
So now we don't have to think about Optus Sport approaching us. Now it's Stan Sports.
Yeah,
Now we have to try and
mention
work
Stan.
for. Now we have to try and work for Channel 9 and Stan Sports.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
okay. All right. Stan, if you guys want to...
Should we tag him in there? We'll tag him.
Speak with our manager, Burks. Is Burks our manager?
Sure, he can be. Sure.
Becky the Brick.
No, it could be Fico because he does nothing anyway. So he seems like he's a manager already. He's always busy. So
Oh no, the guy's running around doing errands all the time. But I don't know if this is exciting or not, but from one new topic to the next, football rules are changing.
Tell me about it, because I haven't actually even looked into it, bro.
So-
I want to know all about it.
The current SAMC reports are that there are a couple new initiatives being rolled out for the 25-26 season. I'll go through them one by one, and then we can touch base on them and have a bit of a chat. But we've got touchline interviews with substituted players. We've got halftime interviews with players and managers. We've got dressing room broadcasts. So whether that means pre-game, post-game, during like halftime, whatever, cameras on in the dressing room. And we've got cameras on the pitch for goal celebrations.
So the camera's running onto the
pitch for goal celebrations.
like
That's
FIFA.
mad.
Right, now where do you guys want to start with this? Let's start with interviews with subbed players.
I think that's probably the worst part.
Imagine you have a stinker like Rodri against El Hilal and you get subbed on, subbed off, and then there's a camera right in your face.
Right in your face.
What do you reckon of your performance? Why'd you play like this? How's your ACL? Are you coming back? Are you guys going to win a game? You know what I mean? You wouldn't want it in your face. Imagine you have a stinker and these guys are right in your face in your grill.
Do you remember when Xerxes got subbed off because he had like
He came
an
off, came
absolute stinker and they got booed? Could you imagine the camera and the reporter running to him, bro, and then blokes crying, bro?
I look, it'll create good content.
When he went down the tunnel.
He went down the tunnel, bro. He was getting booed.
It'll create good content. Or if you score a hat trick and then you get subbed off 70th minute, you talk, you know what I mean, or whatever. It will create good moments. But there's going to be a lot more talking points than moments. You know, so I personally don't like it, but
yeah, with this one, my opinion, just quickly, is I think they're trying to revolutionise something that doesn't need to be revolutionised.
yes,
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's post-match interviews, right? And the media team will know which players will go out to do that. Yeah, so the player will get briefed, they'll go out to the media, chat about the game, whatever happened in the game, win, loss, draw. They get to say their words, right? They answer the questions. But what we're talking about now potentially is John gets subbed, game hasn't gone his way, or he scored a hat trick, whatever's happened.
He's let a known goal go in.
Whatever happens. And my biggest concern is if he doesn't get a say whether he wants to be interviewed or not.
yeah.
They have no say.
Like, these aren't clear, but that's
Yeah.
my biggest concern. Like,
Yeah.
how are you going to run up to a player that, say, hasn't had the best game and just put a microphone in their face?
Yeah, you're right. He could turn maybe he doesn't want to talk to you.
That's what I mean. Like, if these players get, no, not this time, and they get to just walk off without giving it, fair enough. But if this is now something that's going to be forced upon players that are subbed, because apparently it's they get subbed, they get to do a cool down, and then they have to give an interview.
I can't wait.
Which I've never seen a player cool down when they get subbed. They just go sit on the bench.
Sit on
Either
the
throw their
bench
jersey
and-
or their
Yeah,
bib.
shit,
Yeah, a bottle, kick a bottle.
I just see them go sit down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see them fucking
Cry.
Why is this for me ringing like it's an American influence?
Absolutely.
This is like straight up American influence sports. Not like this is not English. This is not Asian. This is straight up American. Like the US having some sort of input or influence on these.
Are they trying to make more money? Is it more? Is it because they're spending more? They want the players to do more. I can't put my head around it.
I think they're looking for those Hollywood moments.
Exactly
And
right.
I'm going to refer this back to Arteta's interview after the Newcastle game where he called the refs disgrace, right? They're looking for these moments, I think. They're looking for these big blockbuster moments, the headlines, player says this, blah, blah, blah.
More spicy for the game too.
Yeah. Now, as fans, this could be great because I could be pumping Chelsea like we do once a season anyway. We could pump them 5 or 6-0 and I could see
Someone have an absolute meme
meltdown.
moment.
Yeah, like a player having a complete meltdown.
That would be epic the whole way through.
I would love that.
Yeah, same.
You know
If
what
you
I
put
mean?
it that way,
Or
that's
like,
actually
I
funny.
could see Havertz gets taken off after he scored a hat trick against Chelsea and he's just fucking dancing on the camera.
No
I would
swearing,
love
please.
that.
No swearing.
Yeah. Nah,
But like, I don't understand completely the need for this.
bro, managers already get absolutely like
Wait, can I just bring it back? For a second?
tormented
Just
with.
clicked. When has Havertz ever scored a hat trick?
No,
first of all?
he scored 2. He hit 2, hit the knee slide.
just sent me to the moon.
Bro, that just went past. I
just went, oh, what is going
I
on
don't
about?
think he's ever scored a hat trick in his career, but he hit 2 against you guys, hit knee slides.
That didn't
And
even-
like,
I didn't even
the other one
jerry,
wasn't.
bro.
He scored an offside goal at the bridge, and he went
Yes.
mental for that one
Yeah,
too.
no, yeah,
Like,
it was offside,
So
yeah.
like I'm saying, these moments could be very funny.
You might be getting me back on board now, like across
But-
to the other
Right.
side. I'm starting to like this.
Bro, I'll give you an example. Amorim, when he joined United, he had something like between 400 and 500 interviews, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. Crazy.
And now they want to do more interviews, like in the game, mid game, on half time. The guy's taking a shit.
It's like AFL,
Like, bro.
They do that at AFL. They do a quarter time interview with the players and the coach. I just clicked Jerry now.
Well, they do it, but it's one player.
It is, yeah.
And it's while they're walking off the field, and then it's the coach while he's walking back onto the field.
Yes, so you reckon they're going to do it like that? Because I like that.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
If a player's walking, like say it's halftime and players are walking off,
yeah.
whatever, go up to the captain, ask him, how's this game going? They're going to give you the same thing every time. Yeah, it's going all right, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Every player gives the same thing during those moments.
Yeah.
I don't mind the coach when the coach is walking back out. But if we're talking, like I said, a player's just come off and he's got a microphone in his face, you can have all the media training in the world, but this is a highly competitive sport with
Everything on the line.
everything on the line for these players that are the elite of the elite. Emotions running wild.
Bro.
You're going to get some moments that are just going to be outlandish.
Bro, someone's going to get knocked out.
Nah, it's not like that
It won't be violent, but you might get. A player might swear because in that moment they're still in game mode.
Yeah.
I don't want my player coming off and being like, time to kick back and have an interview.
Yeah.
If my player comes off, I want him on the bench, but still focused on the game.
Yeah.
Because the game's what matters.
Yeah.
Having some sort of influence. Yeah.
In whatever way they can, yeah. But I guess this is the next one. Halftime chats with the managers.
Let the manager go and speak to his team. And
You're 3-0 down and you
bro.
get grilled by the guys interviewing you, and then you got to grill your team.
Bro, imagine Pep. Like, seriously, imagine Pep. Like, his team's losing, yeah? The guy's already carved his face. And they're like, it's time for an interview. Bro, he's going to lose it. Like, you know what I mean? Bro, just let the managers do their fucking halftime talks, their team talks, and then they're going to be interviewed after the game anyway.
Mourinho had an issue when he was in the Premier League with all the interviews that he had to do now. Imagine with all these rules. Well, obviously, it's not going to be in Turkey, but in the Premier League, imagine with all these rules. I'd love to see his reaction to everything going on.
Bro, these guys are going to have more of a relationship with the reporters than their own wives or partners, bro.
It'd be good for us because we could be reporters and pundits one day.
OTB, we're going to be there and asking Pep questions.
Yeah, don't let me come across Amarim. No, don't let me into the Amarim.
Why do you think you're Mourinho? You're not.
But the next one is dressing room broadcasts.
That should be private, to be honest with you. But I do like it. But it's special. Like, it has to be, these guys, Amazon, their comedy show, the Amazon special. That was funny.
That was funny.
You got, all jokes aside, that should be that special moments. It shouldn't be where you can just see it whenever you want. Oh, let's click the channel. Let's see what they're doing in the changing rooms.
That's made for moments, bro. Do you remember when Ronaldo was having a full-blown rant and Bonucci, what's his name, bro? The Italian centre-back. Bonucci was like next to him and he's like, come on, this is not... Do you remember that?
I remember this.
But I don't think it's that they're going to be showing.
Is it going to be like the AFL where it's just going to be
I think it's like a camera in the corner.
No sound,
maybe no
audio.
players getting rubbed down.
And just a bit of stretching, bit of this or that. Because there's no way they could have cameras broadcasting live tactics from managers.
See, we're used to Australian rules football. For all our viewers overseas, we've already got this at our national sport, so we're used to this. But Europeans are going to be like, "What the hell is going on?" Because I've never seen this before. And Europeans don't like change. We don't like change. But we're used to this with the AFL. You can see inside the rooms live going in. They're stretching. They're warming up. The halftime, quarter time interviews. They're in their
huddles, like the midfielders are with the midfielder group. And
so we're used to it. So for us, it would be normal-ish. For the Europeans, it's going to be a big change.
Yeah.
So
I personally think the worst one's coming up, which is cameras on the pitch during celebrations. I think this is ridiculous.
Like he's coming down and just grab the camera. I
think this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true as well. He's going to be right on his...
Imagine, I'm going to paint the scenario for you. Chelsea versus United. As we saw a couple seasons ago, United are up 2-0. Chelsea bring it back 2-2. Yeah. Chelsea score a last-minute winner.
Yeah, Palmer.
That was 4-3. They're up 3-1. They're up 3-1. Yeah, it was Palmer,
Whatever it was.
Bro,
Palmer makes it 4-3. The guy behind the goal with his camera runs up to Onana. Like this. I was running past Onana to get to Palmer. Bro, how's that keeper going to feel in that moment?
Good, bro. Good. You can fucking... No, I don't want to swear, but...
Don't swear.
You know what? They deserve it. You're the bot that let that goal go in. Your face will be plastered on everyone's TV.
Imagine.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, though.
You're knee sliding and you go straight into the camera because he's like, he slips, the camera slips onto you.
Yeah, bro.
Camera falls on his head, splits him up.
Bro, imagine guys running onto the pitch, slides, goes 2 foot into your player.
I don't like that. Well, look, we got to see how it is, but I personally do. I like it the way it is.
Yeah.
The camera moving on the stadium, he's got to you know, people erupting. That's what I like. But I don't know. Maybe on the camera they're gonna have adjustable one.
Do you think it'll be a camera, or do you think it'll be one of those cameras that's attached to a string?
Oh, and it comes straight down.
Drops down.
They don't use them in the Prem.
They don't.
They probably might though now.
They don't, because
but
they got the one overhead for the kickoff. But unless you're getting a super tall aerial view, we don't have cameras that roll down, you know, to like 10 meters off the ground.
They probably will make them though.
I don't know, man.
I'll let you know in 3 weeks.
Let us know, bro.
In a month. In 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That one's the one I don't like the most. I mean, what's the difference between a camera being on the sideline and being 2 meters closer?
Exactly.
That one I don't.
Is it like the raw, like even the audio, like hearing the audio and these guys like celebrating? Like, is that what it
still
is?
see
beep
it.
it out. Half the time they're swearing, they're saying this, they're saying that. Sometimes they even cut out the ones right next to the field. Do you remember back in the day you used to hear them?
Yeah.
You can't hear them anymore.
Yeah,
you can't hear them anymore. When the ball goes closer to one of the angles and they're trying to get the audio there and someone's like, you know
the
what I mean?
like, sorry about that.
Sorry, but you can't hear that anymore. Imagine they're bringing the camera in and you're going to hear that as well.
Perfect.
I don't know if they want to do that and put that on.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do it.
This is all going to be really interesting. If all these go ahead, I mean, I think they're just in discussions. Sam C report said that they're in discussions to do all these things.
There's one more I want to add in there as well. There's a couple that I've saw.
Yeah, well, no, there's actual changes to the football, which we can touch base on. I know one of them's they're considering if a goalkeeper holds the ball for longer than 8 seconds, it's going to be a corner kick to the opposite team.
Goalkeepers now holding the ball for more than 8 seconds now consider corner kick to opposition, replacing previous indirect free kick penalty. This change aims to tear time. But I've never seen that. Even when they were holding it for so long, they've never actually given an indirect free kick.
I've never seen it either.
So it's just going to be one of those grey areas, you know what I mean?
They always warn them, come on, get rid of the ball, you know. They don't actually punish them.
And they don't actually give the indirect.
This seems like something they'll implement for the first 6 weeks. And then
it'll fizzle out.
We won't see it again. But Arsenal will cop it like 10 times in those 6 weeks. Absolutely. What else you got there, Hugues?
Semi-automated offside.
Is that being rolled out in full?
It's going to be a match week, implemented from match week 32 in April 2025.
Yeah, they started it in the last game week.
Yeah, so that is fully starting, yes. So that's continuation from last year. And then just, small stuff. Expanded substitute warm-ups. Teams can have up to 5 substitutes warming up simultaneously, aligning with their allowance of 5 in-game substitutions. Simultaneously.
Simit.
You know what came? I was listening to Simon Says. You know that song? Yeah. Simon Says, get the... Anyway.
Yeah.
You just made me hungry, bro.
What does that got to do with anything?
I feel like a simit now.
And then VAR, obviously, how they explain it with the earpiece. I think they're going to put it on the speaker.
It's going to come across over the stadium, which they've been doing at the Club World Cup. But
terrible.
I feel, man, some of those refs can't speak English like as their first language, and it is a bit of a struggle to get it across.
Speaking about that, what about if your captain doesn't know how to speak English and the interviewer doesn't know how to speak any other language? How's that going to work?
Hey, they'll have to get a translator.
But how do you know who's going to get subbed?
Well, they have to do their homework.
Translators ready.
Yeah, they have to do their homework.
Because there is now also the final one we'll touch base on is that only the captain can approach the referee. So
that's going to be hectic.
That's good. I like that.
Nah. The game's gone.
Nah, but it's not. You're not creating chaos. Not like 5 players are coming.
That's the whole point of it. South Americans do it every single. They do it every single game, and it's. I can't.
So many players cop yellow cards for that.
Yeah,
and it's just like, bro, just let your captain deal with it.
But
you know
again, we're talking about emotions with everything on the line. I think it's really hard for a player to not say a tackle's gone against them or something's gone against them. You're telling them don't show emotion, otherwise you're getting carded.
Yeah,
I think that's crazy.
It's just like the rule that was introduced this season with the hinting to the ref to give him a yellow, and then he's the one that's copping the yellow. I find that absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, see that one I don't mind because it's like there's no real reason for it. You don't need to sit there doing this to a ref.
I know, I get that, but it's like, bro, is it worth a yellow card? England.
I'm pretty sure I see everyone else I watch, every other league I watch, they're always like this.
Yeah.
And
is it worth a yellow card? Like, play swear at refs.
It's not worth a yellow card. It's worth just shut up.
Yeah, but play swear, they swear at the refs and they just ignore it. But because he's like, give him a yellow, I'm going to give you a yellow. It's like, move on, bro.
They're just control freaks.
Yeah,
absolutely
nonsense.
Yeah. Talking about control. I'm warming up now. This is my favourite time to transfers.
Oh,
we are going to deep dive into our club's transfer rumours, and we're going to also touch base on a couple of other transfers as well that have happened or look like they might be happening. And Oogie, I know you've got a very complete list there.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to start us off with Chelsea?
Yeah, I'm just going to sign. Well, look, I'll just start off with our confirmed signings of summer 2025. We obviously signed Mamadou Sarr, great centre back that I have no idea about, 20-year-old centre back.
Oh, nice.
From Strasbourg, actually had a great season at
your own club.
Yeah. So we sold in between our clubs. Smart.
Chelsea's a joke.
Wait, first of all, if we're so much of a joke, then why is Aston Villa selling their girls team for £55 million?
Well, everyone's taking the piss now because you guys did. So Oogs, let us know about Chelsea's movements in the transfer market and what you've seen, what you've heard, what you want rid of, because that's another topic altogether.
I should have just got the list. Let me get the list. Wait.
He's going to get his list. He's going to be back. While he's away, Riad.
Yes, talk to me.
I do have something I want to ask you.
Far away.
Obviously, you're going to deep dive into your transfers a lot more. But I just want to know if you think Mbeumo is worth the money that's being quoted and the wages that are being quoted. Can you just, like, a little touch base on this?
I've been pretty vocal about this, even weeks ago when we first linked with him. For the wages, I don't think he's worth
$250?
like $250 a week. No player, for me personally, I don't think any player is worth than $200,000 a week. Like, it's ridiculous money. But then, okay, you've been consistent for Brentford. Then you've had a breakout season, and all of a sudden you're demanding $250 a week. Yes, he's pre-proven, but bro, it's a lot of money. And then you've got the factor that Brentford are asking over 60 mil for him. Like, we've already offered 55 plus 7 add-on, which is 62 mil.
They're like, nope.
Bro, that's a lot of money, and I can't believe we're being persistent about it. It's like they're taking us for a ride.
You're not that team. You just can't go. You can't do quick business anymore. United's not that same team that they once was.
When you put someone like Rodrigo from Real Madrid, and then you got someone like Mbeumo, I'd rather pay that extra 10 mil and go for someone like Rodrigo, who's an absolute talent.
But hold on, wait. You're not at the point. Your club's not at the point where that talent will come to you.
Yeah, I get ya. So why are we approaching players that are like mediocre in ways? Mid-table. They're not going to come and like win us the league. Let's be real. So I feel like United need to like step up, have some kahunas and be like, nah, like that's our offer. Take it or leave it. If you don't want to take it, fair enough. Move on. But he is definitely not worth what we're offering. Absolutely not.
All right. That's just the one I wanted to touch base on.
Absolutely not.
Oogie. I was going to bring this actually up.
I saw on Twitter. I'll link it. I'll paste it on.
This is we need Burks to put this up.
I'll put it up. So
there's the list of players, and that's missing players.
I'm surprised there wasn't a whole book of it, bro.
Like a lot taller.
Okay, we'll start. We've got Sanchez, Jorgensen missing, so there's 4 keepers on that one. I'll put the actual list up on the screen. So there's 4 keepers. Sanchez,
I'll tell you.
Sanchez, Jorgensen, Penders, and Merrick. 4 keepers apparently that we've got, yeah? And Petkovic, sorry, my apologies. Petkovic getting sold or loaned out. There is talks that he's going to go to Turkey or a couple of French teams that want him. So he's gone. That's going to be for sure. Penders, I'm not too sure about. I think they're going to loan him back out, but he's only 20 years old, very highly rated goalkeeper. I hope we give him a chance over, because I reckon he'll get the number 1 spot over Sanchez. Sanchez will stay unless we get someone to replace him as number 1. Jorgensen, I don't know what the hell we're doing with him, but he'll stay as a backup. And Merrick's a youth goalkeeper. So technically we've got 3 goalkeepers where everyone would need. And Penders most likely is going to leave, so he's going to be stuck with 2 goalkeepers. Our right back posse.
Just before you keep going, you're saying at the current moment it looks like Chelsea will be starting the season with Sanchez and Jorgensen in.
Unless they bring Mike Mandan in. But it looks like Sanchez is currently our number 1 goalkeeper. But look, the season isn't over yet, so I reckon
they'll have a better finish.
The second half. The last 10 games he was unreal, but he's still crap.
I think we need to readdress what the word unreal means if we're going to be using.
Yeah, unreal isn't. It's a bit far fetched, bro.
Well, he didn't make any mistakes. Anyway, our right back, we got Achimpong. He's from our youth academy. He's only 19. He's going to go out on loan. Gilchrist is getting sold this year. He's from our youth academy. He's going to go either on loan or get sold. That leaves us with Reece James and Gusto as our right backs. So we've only got 2.
Josh Achupong actually just came out with some words very recently. An hour ago, it was reported that he said, "I don't pay attention to any of the speculation. I love the club and Mariska trusts me. I always want to stay at Chelsea and show what I can do."
Hopefully he does stay because he's very good.
Words.
How old is he?
He's only 19.
Yeah, he's young.
I would actually have him above Gusto and right behind Reece James starting every second game. That's how highly rated. He's a right back / right centre back.
You reckon Gusto's one of the best right backs in the league,
ago, brother. That was 2 years ago. That was actually when we first started the pod.
But that was start of the year,
it was for 6 games at the start of last season.
So he's a liability. But Ashimpong, Josh Ashimpong will start a lot of games behind Reece James. Okay, that's our right back department set. We got Reece James there when fit. He's the best right back.
He's always injured, but
he's actually this second half of the season has been very well. Our we've got an issue with left back. We need a left back. We got Cucurella, obviously starts every game. He's fantastic. Chilwell is going. He's on high wages. We'll either sell him or loan him back out. And then he's got 2 absolute nobodies on the list. Whoever did this on Twitter, I'm coming after you. He's got Willie. I've never heard of this kid. He must be like a 16-year-old kid. Just add it on the list, make it look like a little bit more clickbait. And then Humphreys, which is a youth setup kid who's going to get loaned or sold out.
When did this turn into a Chelsea squad breakdown?
Bro, I
don't know. You told me about my team, so I want to.
This guy's full dissecting every player.
Keep going, bro. I'm enjoying this. Keep going.
I just
right foot, left foot, what boots they wear.
No. Keep going.
We'll go with the important positives where people keep talking.
How did I get tired all of a sudden, bro?
Stick with the important players.
Okay,
I don't want to hear about
fucking Willie and Archie.
Okay, we'll go left wing or left. Our left midfield, left wing. Giddens obviously is gonna be playing on the left. Felix is getting sold. So apparently Benfica are after him. They want him back. Take him for free or just loan him out. And then Alpy's favourite guy that he made me my favourite guy, got banned for 3 years, is Kylo Mudric. He's banned for 3 years as it stands. Anywhere between 2 to 4 years. So he's gone. So we've got no left winger, hence we're bringing Joao Pedro. Anyway, who else do you want to know about while I've got you on the same tablet? Tyreek George, Sterling, and Noni Madueke.
We'll get into him.
Linked.
There's been some rumours going around.
I can't wait to clip up where you said he's bang average.
He is. I don't want him, but
I actually like him. I rate him.
Bang average.
Anyway, that's about it. Yeah, and
we've
got a lot of players still to go out on loan. A lot of players are, about to come in. We'll have 24 to 26 match day squad as always. As Mariska said it last year's proved everyone wrong. Hey, I come out with my match day squad is 24 to 26. I don't have anyone else. Anyone else that's not in the squad is not going to be a part of the team. And that's how it is. And he's proved everyone wrong last year.
Can we go back to what this topic was actually meant to be about? And that was transfers.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My apologies. I just feel like I've been attacked. You know what I mean?
You haven't been attacked.
Bro, this guy named me his youth team, his under 16s, his under 18s, his reserves, his seniors,
where was
the
up
women's
to?
team.
All right, Penders. Anyway, fuck this All right, we signed Mike Penders, which came in. He was on loan anyway. He was on £17 million. He's a highly rated goalkeeper, which we somehow just don't have any good goalkeepers.
Is he from the US?
Penders is Belgium. Dario Sugo from Sporting. I think I touched the base with this a few weeks ago. I'm not sure you guys heard. And
the midfielder, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big-bodied midfielder like Caicedo. He's going to play. He's coming in to be a backup. He knows this, and he's a very good backup. Liam Delap, 30 million. I will see how he goes, but I like him. He's got a bit of
imagine having a $2 billion squad and the Lap is leading that lineup.
Well, he's not leading nothing. Jackson's still there, but Giddens and Joao Pedro, and we're linked with Fofana as well, and we've got William Esteval coming in.
Yeah, Fofana from Lyon.
Yeah, well, I think anyone named Fofana is automatically linked to Chelsea, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. But
well, we've got Esteval. No, wait. Let's praise Esteval William because
he's playing for Palmeiras or something.
He's had every single game he's played, other than the bar one game where he still was very close to being man of the match. This kid is a talent. And I said this last year when we started the pod.
Does he play against Chelsea?
He's playing against Chelsea
So he gets to play against Chelsea?
Yes.
Wow.
Watch out for this kid. When everyone laughed at me when I said this kid's numbers are better than Neymar's when he was in the Brazilian league, and they're like, he's going to be some bum. And a year later, he's still proving everyone wrong. And he's going to come in.
And probably be a bum.
He's going to come in. And he's going to warm into the season because England's cold. So he's going to. We'll see how he goes. But I reckon he's going to be a bright talent in the future.
Can we just focus on
Pedro
and Giddens?
I look. It's not a wow factor for me.
Yeah.
But I can see why they would bring in Pedro because he's got a Premier League experience and he's got a bit of, and he's not it brings a bit of bodies into the team, like a strong-bodied player that can play out on the left and play into our system that Chelsea plays.
Do you know who he reminds me of? Just a tad cleaner version of Richarlison.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm serious, but look the way he plays. Very similar attributes, skill level the same.
He starts the line for Brazil now. So obviously,
that's crazy.
So obviously they see something in him. I reckon he's going to hit the ground running. The only person I'm really worried about is Giddens. Because in the system, when Borussia Dortmund was playing the 4-3-3, he got a lot of his goals and a lot of his GA assists in that system, which is a system that we play. Once they changed to a 4-2-2-2 Dortmund that they play now, he doesn't get into the team and he comes off the bench and he's only had one goal second half of that season in that system.
Yeah, okay.
So both these players in a different system fit into what Maresca wants.
So right now,
yes,
when we're talking the 4-3-3,
yes,
you guys have 4 allocated attacking spots.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, so
your
you got
left wing, your striker, your right wing, and your attacking mid.
Touchline wingers.
Yeah, 2 touchline wingers, your number 9 and your 10.
And a Palmer. Yeah, or Palmer free roll.
Yeah. So we're talking, you've just signed Pedro and Giddens.
Yes.
On top of that, you've got Madueke, Jackson,
yes.
Delap, Neto, Nkunku, Palmer, George, Gu, Santos, Estevao, and Enzo.
Santos is
all battling for these 4 attacking positions.
No, but see, Santos can be a box-to-box player. Enzo can play deep, where he played when he first got here, but he's been, look, the talented player. He can play pretty much as an 8, as a 10. But I understand what you're trying to say. But in a different setup, you can have Pedro, he can play as a 10. You can put Palmer, that's why he's played Palmer out on the left or the right. They can play, and then they can switch in between the game. I think it just gives him a lot of options.
It gives him 12 options for 4 positions. And I didn't even list Sterling.
So you're gaslighting. Yeah, but you're gaslighting because Sterling's going to be gone. Nkunku's going to be gone.
No, I agree.
Tyreek George's going to be gone.
But we're talking currently, right now, as it stands, there are 13 players for 4 positions.
Yes, but Sterling's not in the squad. Okay, so he's not even in the tournament.
I didn't include him originally. Yes, okay. But so we're talking 12.
Yeah.
Like Sterling, Felix, we can say, all right, put them to the side. Yeah?
Yes.
So
don't count I agree with you.
Tyreek George is a youngster.
He's young, yes.
Yeah, so he might get some minutes here and there. Maybe you're in the Champions League, so he won't have those games. Maybe the Carabao.
Yeah.
Gu is a youngster.
I reckon he'll get loaned out now. That because Joao Pedro came in.
We're still talking. Enzo's best position is the 10.
Yeah, he can play. He's good as an 8 as well. He's at 16.
Is the 10. Yeah, of course, as the 10,
of course,
as the attacking mid. Palmer's best position is the 10.
I reckon he's leaning towards a 4-2-2-2.
So
really,
we're now talking. All of these players are looking at playing in the same positions. That's a lot of competition.
Competition's healthy.
Is it?
It is definitely healthy for youngsters, I reckon.
It might be.
It might be a little bit too much.
Yeah,
but we'll just have to see how it goes. I think
one of the most successful managers ever, Pep, doesn't agree with a massive squad.
Yeah, that's why he's buying everyone under the sun, and he's still got a massive squad.
No, but he will. They'll probably sell a lot of players. A lot of players will leave.
Well, exactly. Chelsea are known for what are Chelsea known for? Selling dead wood. Okay, but in saying that, Chelsea are the best at selling dead wood. They sold Koulibaly. They've sold how many players for crazy figures?
No, I don't disagree with you.
And the way their pay structure is now,
it's like 7-8 year contracts.
Yeah, but they can sell these players straight away.
No, I don't disagree with you.
They're going to sell a lot of players.
I agree that you guys will sell players.
Yeah. You have to, bro.
My concern is that the amount of players you've got for these positions right now, not healthy.
It's preseason. I reckon by the first week of the Premier League, he will have a 26-man squad. Well, what is it with the Champions League? It's 28. How does it work?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah,
he will have
it's 25 for
25 plus 3 youngsters or whatever it is. Like he will have a 25, 26-man squad. And the rest of them will just be hearsay and it'll be memes and 40-man squad. And end of the day, he's going to have his 25 or 24, 25, whatever it is. Yep. And hopefully he makes it work.
My next question comes, and I'll let you answer this in full.
Yep.
Do you think the Joao Pedro signing is a hint that Palmer isn't performing?
No. I think they're bringing him in to rest Palmer because I reckon he's just overworked. He plays nearly every minute. Even when he's injured, he tries to play every 90 minutes. I think it's a good option for him to change it up when Palmer is not performing or if he doesn't perform, if he's tired. We're in every single competition this year, so he's not going to play every single minute. obviously he's going to play the Champions League this time. He's going to play in the FA Cup. It'll be a different option to change it tactically because Maresca loves tactics.
But why do I have a feeling that Palmer's going to be a one-season wonder?
How? Every game he's played unreal. Just he hasn't been scoring.
His figures aren't. Yeah,
but that's because the first year was so crazy. We were putting him figures.
Do you think he'll
like, wow,
ever reach that level again?
Of course, he's still very, very young, and he's still in big moments. He's either made that pass before the goal, that pass before the pass, or the pass before
pre-assist.
the pre-assist, or he's assisted. He's created a lot of chances. If you look at our three or the leagues in every stat, Palmer's still there, even though he's not scoring the goals. Yes, goals might have dried up. But in watching him play...
Well, it's not might have. He scored one penalty in 6 months.
Yes, but I'm saying it definitely has dried up. But everything else is still the same. His assist ratio, his passing, he hasn't been playing... It's not like he's been ghosting games. Yes, in some games he has ghosted. I'll give him that. But in a majority of every other game, he's played unreal. And he's still... The talent's still there, and he's really, really young. It's his second full season as a senior player.
Okay.
So he is... There's a lot to improve for him.
I don't know. For me, like...
Yeah, but
great players are consistent and
Bruno,
they back it week in, week out, season in, season out.
Bruno's had 1 year, one season where he scored 20 goals, yeah? Same as
But Bruno's been consistent every single year.
Okay, but he's had that one season, yeah? But he's been scoring consistently.
Assisting
10 goals?
consistent.
10 goals?
Every year he'll have over 20 GA. Every year.
Okay, Palmer's played 2 seasons and the first season he had 40-something GAs. This season he had 24 GA. So you're saying he's never going to live up to that heights. You can arguably say Bruno, since that first season, he hasn't lived up to that expectation of 2020.
Oh, this season he's
but I'm saying
with a struggling United.
Now. So in that if you put
when you look at Bruno for the long run, you go he's been a great player for United because he's been consistent.
Okay, but that's at the end of his career. He's 31 now,
and he's still dominates.
Palmer's second season, he's already blitzed, if not blitzed, the same first season, and now he's on the trajectory of having a better career. But you can't say it until it's over.
We'll see. He's got many years to reach Bruno's heights.
And if that's his if last year was his bad season at 20, with 14 goals with 10 assists, I'll take that if I had a choice between one season of his first season and then just go ghoster for the rest of it, or this season for the rest of his career, I'd take this season for the rest of his career because that is crazy. That's not even
wow.
It's better than average what he had this year. So it's
okay.
That's what I reckon. But look, long story short, what was the question? I completely forgot. What were you saying?
I was saying,
is he going to go missing? No, he's going to have a big season.
Is João Pedro a signing to hint that Palmer hasn't been performing?
No. He's just another signing, another youth. It's like a player that has some sort of experience that still fits under the same bracket of a youth player with low wages that can come in, do a job, and then hopefully hit the peaks that he was meant to hit at. I think he was at Watford. Was Pedro?
Yeah.
Because he was very highly rated then, and he came in and he's had 40 GA in the last 2 seasons. He's going to have a lot more opportunity to score this year. He's not going to be like just penalties and then go there. Because Brighton, let's be honest, this year they've been on the back foot a lot. They've been a good team. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but they've been on the back foot a lot this year. And with this array of talent that we've got, Chelsea's going to be on. They're going to be attacking a lot of times. So we could see if he gives us 15, if he gives Chelsea 15 GA this year, I reckon it's going to be a really successful season for him.
So that's the target. Moving on from Chelsea now, Riad, do you want to have a chat about United? There's not much to really.
At the moment, there's not. There's only just a lot of rumours.
Can you start with what's confirmed, which is Cunha?
Obviously, Cunha's been confirmed. Signed him. He's a type of player that we've obviously targeted for a while based on Amorim, game style. He fits that game style, that quota. I'm really excited about him because I actually do rate him. I'm just hoping his attitude doesn't let him down. Obviously, it's a bigger club. And then we signed a young kid in Jan, I believe, and then we left him till come this next season, which is, his name is Diego Leon. He's a left back.
Yeah.
Just 17. I think now he's turned 18. Just looks like an absolute bull, like just a tank. Workhorse, very strong, very progressive. So he's come in. And yeah, obviously you've got the talks with Mbeumo, and that's been going on for a while. It's like every season United in the same old story, linked with a player, and it just takes us ages to get any sort of business done, which really pisses me off. And that's one thing I actually really like about Chelsea. When they target someone, it's like bang. It's like within a week or 2 days, it's done.
But Chelsea doesn't negotiate. We saw their negotiations with Giddens. They offered 30. Dortmund said no. They offered 40. Dortmund said no. So they just paid 55.
Ah, okay.
As long as it goes under the wage structure, I think they don't care with money anymore.
Ah, okay.
With the tournament they're in as well.
Even with Pedro, it wasn't like a negotiation for Pedro. It was just Brighton's like, yeah,
we want 55. They're like,
yeah,
done.
Yeah. Bang.
But this is what United need to do though. You guys need players through the door, regardless of how much they want.
I agree.
But you need the right players to suit Amarin. So
Yes,
if he wants Mbeumo, United should be like, done. We'll take him.
We'll get him for you. Yeah.
But
look, does he improve United? Yes, I do believe he does improve United for with what we've got. He's adding experience. He's adding goals. He's adding a bit of flair. I think he's pretty quick. Like I know people think he's slow, but he's actually pretty quick. He fits that system well, and so yeah, I still believe that will be confirmed soon. Like we've been interested in him for a while, so I don't think we're just going to let it fluff away. So that will be confirmed. But for me, United need to really target a number 9. Like I think that's our number 1 priority. We haven't had a good number 9 in years, man. Since CR7 came in, but since like Zlatan and Cavani. Cavani was really good in his little short stint,
You've got a number 9 curse like us.
Yeah, I think we do. We just don't sign the right number 9s, bro.
Lukaku was good for you guys.
Lukaku is good. I think we got rid of him prematurely, man.
If you ask me the last good striker you had, genuinely,
Zlatan?
No.
Who?
Van Persie.
Oh, we're talking about
that was the last good striker.
That guy won us the league,
yeah,
bro.
That was the last good striker. In my opinion, that was the last like clear elite striker that you guys had.
Yeah.
I think a lot of your business is dependent upon sales. So
correct.
We're talking Rashford. They've put 40 mil on his head.
So you got Rashford, who's 40 mil. You got Sancho, who's been priced at 25 mil. You got Garnacho, who's been priced between I think 60 and 70 mil. I don't know if we'll get that.
Anthony,
who's I think priced at 30 mil or something like that. They've really taken a massive pay cut for him.
Tyrell Malacia's come back.
He's coming back. See, these are all players that we were hoping that they'll have their loan spells, and then their respective clubs will actually buy them. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that's not the case. So I don't know if it's something that we've stuffed up with their wage structure because they were all on massive wages, and then it's come back every season to bite us in the ass. We put these players on a ridiculous amount of salary wages, and you got mid-table clubs trying to buy these players, but they're like, no, we can't agree because they want too much. So that's come back to bite us again. But yeah, so we've got some players that need to go in order for us to make signings. And I think, look, we'll eventually do sell them, and we will be quite busy in the transfer market. I think there'll be a lot of players coming in, but it's just a matter of signing the right players.
Juventus is actively pursuing
Højlund.
No, they're doing it. Not Højlund, Jadon Sancho. So there is talks. I was looking at it today. I had to bring it up.
Yeah,
but yeah, potential player swap involving Vlahovic or Douglas Luiz. The only hurdle is Sancho's wages.
Yeah, again, the good old story, bro. His wages.
He's on 270, isn't he?
Bro,
close to 300.
Close to 300.
Yeah, which is 270.
So it's ridiculous money. There's not enough input, coming from him than what he's requesting. So, but yeah, if we sign a decent striker, or even Vlahovic, do I really want a Vlahovic? What have you
I reckon he'll be improvement for Højlund.
Yeah, because he adds a bit of experience, but. Bro, we need a decent striker, and they're not easy to come to find. Gyökeres again. Apparently, there's more talks. There's new fresh talks about Gyökeres.
I heard Fabrizio uploaded something and then deleted it. I can't find it, but my mate Steve, he saw it. He didn't print screen it, but he was adamant that he saw Fabrizio saying "Here we go" or something like that along the lines of Gyökeres to United. Then it got taken down within 5 seconds.
Crazy.
But I haven't seen anything else. No, you know how usually people would see the screenshot straight away, blah, blah, blah. I haven't seen that. So, but then again, there's a lot of talks with Arsenal with him. But
and
do you reckon you guys are going to sign him?
I don't know. And just literally, as of 24 hours ago, now there's rumours with us linked to Ollie Watkins.
I heard that as well.
So, price at 40 mil.
And he's 29?
60.
29. No, 40 mil. I
They
heard
want 60.
60 mil. He's not worth it, bro.
That's what they wanted from us in January
That's
as
great. Well,
I
January
reckon
makes sense.
you should have bought him. If you get him,
Do you guys even rate Watkins? Like, I don't know.
well. Yeah, I do.
You do?
I like Watkins.
I would take Watkins at Arsenal right now in a heartbeat,
Okay.
provided that it also brings another striker.
Yeah.
Like, I would take a 30-year-old, prem-proven, been in it for years and years, knows what it's about, can slot straight in and play the ball.
Yeah.
I would take that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Provided...
See, that puts me at ease because if we're targeting
No,
someone like that,
And not for you guys.
Provided... No, even for them. Provided it was with the idea that there is a succession of another striker.
striker. Okay.
Yeah. So, like
we've
when
got
you
that.
guys
then.
originally signed Hoyland, you know, he was coming in raw, fresh.
Yeah.
He should have never been the main man.
No.
Yeah.
Sign him, but sign someone else w's going to be the main man for Manchester United.
Yeah.
and then ease him into it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would take, like, if we sign Sesko, argument's sake, 22 years old, first time in the Prem, that's a lot of pressure to put on someone to
Bring
lead the line
Watkins,
for
yeah.
Arsenal who's trying to compete for the title. I'd happily take a Watkins with a Sesko.
Sesko.
But
yeah.
I wouldn't be happy if it was just Watkins.
Okay. Makes sense.
That
It
makes
actually
a lot of
does
sense,
makes a
yeah.
lot of sense. But yeah, look, he's prem-proven. What I like about United's approach this season is just like Chelsea signing players that are prem-proven with what's his face?
Pedro.
Is we're actually targeting players that are prem-proven. And it's not much of a risk than approaching players that are coming from different leagues. So Watkins and Wemo, Cunha, they're all prem-proven. And then there's been talks as well with the midfield as of recent as well. There's been talks of, what's his name? From PSG, Ruiz?
Yeah.
Fabian Ruiz?
Dream on, bro.
No, like apparently
on.
he's been out of favour in
Ruiz?
PSG. Yeah, Fabian Ruiz.
But he's in their midfield three.
Yeah, but apparently hasn't been as successful.
Vitinha
With
will-
Vitinha, with João Neves.
yeah.
And they've got
And Ruiz.
is it Ruiz or is it another
Yeah,
midfielder?
no, bro. They're their three.
Okay.
João Neves, Ruiz, and Vitinha is the
Yeah,
three.
no, you're not getting him.
Yeah.
That's definitely not happening. I'm sorry to tell you. The
But
guy's just won the Champions
we
League. Why would he come to a team that finished 17th?
A bit of, putter, bro. Money talks.
Right. And
We need a keeper, bro.
2 minutes ago, he's saying, I don't want to pay big wages. And now it's Ruiz. Putter talk.
300K.
Give him
I thought
money.
he was out favoured. I thought he was out of favour at
No,
PSG.
He played. I'm not sure if he played.
His Euros campaign for Spain. Oh my God, what a player,
Yeah.
bro!
Yeah. No. That midfield three at PSG will be there for a very long time.
But United, there's something that's been going around that apparently Amarim is like happy with Onana in goals. That's
like us.
that's
keeping
giving me
Sancho.
anxiety, man.
But a coach has to back his keeper if he knows there's no one coming. Like,
Bro, I'll sign anyone.
the ridiculous thing is, Martinez is on the market from Villa. You guys should take Martinez.
Apparently we're linked with
you
him,
guys
but-
should take Martinez.
I think they've already knocked him back.
Like-
His wages would be too high.
one of you guys should definitely take Martinez because that is an immediate first
Improvement.
11
100%.
improvement.
Improvement.
Immediate
100%.
first 11 improvement.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then this is what if I was in the transfer for Chelsea, you'd bring Martinez in, you get rid of Sanchez, and then you've got young keepers behind him to learn
Off him.
Off a World Cup winner.
because Penders is 20, Jorgensen's 22. The couple other keepers
Yeah.
that we have, all youngsters. So it would be good a core of goalkeepers to learn off.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That's what we need to do. We need to make these key signings, like bring in Emi Martinez. I hate him as a bloke, but I love him as a keeper. And there'll be a dramatic change in our
he's a serial winner.
performances.
Yeah, he definitely is with Argentina.
Because
Argentina, yeah.
Onana has single-handedly cost us games. Not
A
just
lot.
1 or 2 or 3 occasions. Majority of the times that we've lost is basically is from his own hands, bro.
that's a bit of scapegoating.
Come on, bro. Let's be real.
No,
that
like,
Champions League
to say
campaign.
majority scapegoating, but he has been responsible for a lot of goals. Conceded. Yeah, he has been responsible for goals conceded. I think there's no way to bat around that.
I think our defense is pretty set. We've got a good future with our defense. We've got a lot of young players coming up and about.
Fair enough.
Let's. I want to go to. Are we done with United?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
with
we're
it.
done
It's
with-
not much. At the moment, just rumours.
I want to talk which centre back, which left back is Arsenal going for this time? Because obviously you're not going to get any forwards.
I want to start.
Nah,
Right?
Tell us on
I'm
this.
happy to take a bit of banter, but I want to start with what's happened. So, sorry. I want to start with last season, right?
Yeah.
This might get boring for people who don't support Arsenal, but bear with me. I watched every game last season, and the things that I identified myself was we were missing tempo. So we were missing first, third, second, third, final third ball entries. You know, we could play around the back, play out of a press, whatever, but then it would be like, where's the ball go and at what pace? Why is the ball continually going sideways? I'm looking at it. I'm seeing very minimal creativity. You know, the most draws I've seen Arsenal have in, I don't think we've ever had that many draws in a season, to be honest with you. Very minimal creativity. And it's like one goal and then we can't get a second, right? So before the transfer window even opened up and before rumours started flying around, my main concern was, one, how do we address the tempo in our squad? How do we increase the tempo going forward? How do we get the ball forward quicker? And two, how do we combat low blocks? Because that's what we face the majority of the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right? They were my two things. My prime targets in transfers were that. And what I can say is the signings and the players that we've been linked with address both of those concerns immediately. Immediately.
But have you
Yes,
guys
with your
signed
linked with.
starting 11 players? That's what I'm trying to get at.
So-
at the moment, no.
At the moment,
Other than Zubimendi, they've got one.
Yeah, other than
so
Zuba.
let me break this down for you. Firstly, the most important signing we've made thus far this
Is
window,
Zuba?
no, is Gabriel. Our centre back Gabriel
Yeah,
extended his
re-signed.
contract.
extending
yes,
his contract.
Extended his contract and he's with us for a long time. Number two, Miles Lewis-Skelly extended a long-term contract 2030 with a season to with an additional season. Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's the left back and left centre back starting 11 signed, sealed and delivered. Next, let's go through these transfers that we've had in order that they've happened. Firstly, Zubimendi. Actually, Zubimendi's not announced. Let's leave him. Firstly, Kepa.
Yeah.
Arsenal has signed...
Gunez.
Happy retirement, Kepa. I hope you enjoy your retirement.
Arsenal has signed a keeper nearly every single window since Arteta's been at the club.
Yeah.
Last season, on the final day of the transfer window, we signed Neto from Bournemouth on loan, who was cup tied with Bournemouth, and he couldn't play in the FA Cup or Carabao Cup. That was ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. He didn't play a single game for Arsenal. He didn't play a game in the qualifiers for the Champions League. Sorry, in the group
forgot
stages.
that guy even existed,
That's
bro.
right. He didn't play a game in the group stages for Arsenal. He didn't play a game in the Premier League. He didn't play a game. It was the dumbest, most ridiculous panic signing last minute that they made. So, for me, yes, you have your feelings about Kepa. I personally don't think he's a
Bro, but for 5 mil, for what you paid for him, bro.
we've just signed a backup keeper that's come from Chelsea, Real Madrid, you know, Bournemouth.
And what a
coming
season
off
he's
the
had
season
playing
with
for Bournemouth.
I think this is a steal. This is an excellent piece of business, in my opinion. I think this is really, really good. So that's our third signing, right? Kepa, confirmed. We've seen the photos. We've seen everything. He's signed on the line. That's our goalkeepers taken care of for a while.
Yeah.
We won't need to sign one again for a long time. Up next, we have Thomas Partey leaving. Now,
Yeah, that's massive, man.
initially, I wanted him to stay. But now that he's left and he's taken a lot of background noise with him as well, I'm sort of okay with it, right?
You wanted a lot, didn't you?
He did want a lot. He wanted a pay rise and he wanted a 3-year contract, which Arsenal did not want to give him. So I'm sort of happy that he's gone.
Is it because of his age that they don't want to give him 3
Yeah, well,
years?
he's 32.
32?
And other than
32.
the last season,
Okay.
he's been injured every single season.
That too. So last season was the first time where we had consistency from Partey injury-wise, but he's also been consistently the reason we've lost games at crucial points.
Oh, really?
So I'll never forget it. In the 22-23 season when we were clear ahead of City for the title, there was a game against West Ham where Sachs missed the penalty, but we were 2-0 up in the first 15 minutes. Partey received the ball with his back to, facing our goal, and he tried to do like a rainbow flick, half-turn flick over the attacking midfielder for West Ham. Lost the ball, we conceded. That game finished 2-2. Last season against Real Madrid in the Champions League, gets a silly yellow card for no reason, doesn't play in the PSG game. We then lose that. So whenever we've had big moments, I feel like he's always let us down now that I'm looking at it retrospectively. Not to say he's not a great player.
He's a great player,
brilliant
man.
player.
I'd love to have him. Even at his age, I'd love to have him at United, sitting as like a, like alongside a Bruno or something like that.
Imagine him and Casemiro. Unbelievable.
No legs.
Bro, no legs. Like, yeah.
It'd be like cement.
Yeah. That was my last point on him as well. I've actively watched him lose his recovery pace. Yeah. So if a player gets past him, he can't recover it, he can't get that tackle in, he can't stop that attack. So once a player's past him, it's done. Right? Now, coming from that, we've got Christian Norgard. Now, that is a confirmed signing. Yeah. We're talking a Premier League captain with
that came out of nowhere.
It did, but it happened really quickly once we knew Partey wasn't staying.
Yeah, okay.
It's a good look. He's a good signing for the price. He's just a good backup. He'll be a good backup. He'll play. Don't
be surprised if he plays a lot more games than you think. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts the first game in midfield next to Rice against United.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't surprise me because he's Premier.
He's a bit of a
he'll double foot,
a veteran, like a battler. Like he just goes in battle. Body's always on the line. He's always been a decent player.
You need leadership.
Yeah,
great leader. Yeah,
that was my next point with Norgard as well. Our current, without Norgard and Kepa, our current oldest player was Marino, who's 28 or 29. So now we're bringing a 31-year-old. He's the only one above 30 in our squad. It's good experience to have. He's been in the Prem for a couple of seasons. He's played nearly every single game. He had early concerns with his, I think it was his ankle injuries, but he seems to have gotten over that. Wages are nowhere near Partey's, which is great, brings that down. And it's a solid backup. A captain from Brentford, I think it was £9 million.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Not much, you know.
And it was £50,000 per week or something.
Something like that. Brilliant to bring in the squad. You need him, he's there. Great. Next, we've got Martin Zubimendi. Now, this is, I can't believe we've signed a Real Madrid and Liverpool player. I can't believe it. You know what I mean?
Because he was linked to both of them.
I don't know how we got a Liverpool player. Like, Liverpool signed him last season.
Zubi-zubi-doo.
So I don't know how we've got him. But we've signed him. It's done. He's going to be revealed this week with the preseason. He is now our new 6, the new tempo setter. By all means, this is going to mean the ball's going to go from back to front a lot quicker.
Okay.
Really, really happy with this one.
Can I ask you, I've seen Arsenal fans, not you obviously, but I've seen a few Arsenal fans online and in groups that I'm in, they're comparing him to Rodri. How does he compare to Rodri?
Two completely different players.
Then why are they saying that he is, if not a similar version to Rodri, when he slotted into the Spanish team when Rodri was injured? Can you explain
I don't agree with that personally. He's nowhere near as physical as Rodri. Yeah. He doesn't cover ground nowhere near. This is obviously Rodri pre-ACL. Yeah. He doesn't cover ground anywhere near as what Rodri does. He's a bit more of a technical player. I would see him more in the mould. Please take this with a grain of salt of a Busquets.
Yeah, okay.
That's how I would see him, more in the mould of that player. Tempo setter, dictator, gets the ball, moves it, can play both on the left and the right. But again, he doesn't have that recovery pace either.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not going to eat up ground like Rodri does. He's not going to win the aerial duels like Rodri does. He's not going to be that all-encompassing defensive shield in front of the back line. It's not going to be him.
Who takes that? So if Zubimendi comes in, does Rice sit in front of the back four now?
No, I think it'll be a double pivot.
Okay.
I think it'll be a double pivot. Plus, you'll have the left back inverting naturally as well.
Timber can play there as well if he can invert in from the right.
It'll either be Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Timber, Ben White, whoever it is, one of those guys can invert in. So I think this is a really good signing. I think it's also 26 years old, you know.
I rate him. I
Coming into the peak of his powers, sought after by all the European big hitters. So really good deal to get done and over the line, right? Next, let's talk about the centre-back, the very young centre-back that we're in talks with. Yeah, Christian Mosquera.
Who?
I agree.
Remember when I said it and everyone started giving me shit? Who's this guy? Where's he from?
I'm not going to pretend to know anything about him. I haven't watched a single minute of his game time.
You've signed a backup centre-back. That's what you've done there. But he's not going to start over Saliba and Gabriel.
What we've signed is finally a right centre-back cover because we haven't had right centre-back cover.
Let's see how he goes.
You know, that's what we've signed. By all means, it's a young player, athletic, very hungry, aggressive, and what I love most...
South American?
What love most...
Is he? Colombian, South American, what is he?
Yeah, some South American, I'm not sure, bro. What I love most are his own words, which are coming out, that he's rejected a contract extension from Valencia, and he's actively said he wants to come to Arsenal and he isn't scared of the competition with Saliba and Gabriel.
I like
that.
I like confidence.
I
like
love
that.
that.
Next minute, he's full double-footed Saliba or something at training.
If he does that, I don't love it. But in terms of like mindset, I love it. That's what you want, and that's coming from Fabrizio. So you know, that's.
So what happens to the centre backs that you guys currently have? The Polish centre back and all those guys. Do they still have a spot in that squad, or are they going to be put on the market?
So the defensive line is currently a little bit inflated. Tierney's gone. He left on a free. But we've still got Zinchenko, Kiwior, Calafiori,
Kiwior, that's the one,
Lewis
sorry.
Skelly, and Gabriel on the left. So that's 5 players. We've still got Saliba, White, Timber, and Tomiyasu, with potentially this young player coming in to make 5.
That's a lot of players, bro.
Now, I think we need to get rid of 2. I like having 8 players in the back
Kiwior
line.
and Tierney need to go.
I
personally
think,
believe so.
me personally, I'd like to see Zinchenko and Tomiyasu go.
And Zinchenko needs to go. And Tomiyasu. But there's 4 players that need to go.
Yeah. I'd like to see those 2 go. I'd like to keep the rest. Tierney's already gone, so I'm not counting.
Do you rate Kiwior? I don't rate him at all.
I like Kiwior. When he was
He's a
playing,
good backup.
Yeah.
He's a good backup.
And then you've got this kid.
But he's a right centre back. Kiwior's a left centre back.
Yeah, but then you've also got, what's his name? The Italian bloke.
Calafiori?
Calafiori that can play as a left centre back.
Has he? Honestly, let's have a discussion after this about Calafiori.
I reckon it's the wrong. He signed for the wrong club.
No, I don't think so.
I still
think
haven't
he's
seen him
just-
play.
I think he's having when he plays, he looks really good.
He does,
in all
but
honesty.
that's the issue. Is
Bro, in
we
the
haven't seen
Euros,
it enough.
he hasn't acclimatized to England efficiently.
Yes,
That's what I think.
Personally, Calafiori in the Euros, he was one of the standouts.
Absolutely.
Unreal, very progressive as well. You saw how many times he just pushed, and that's something that you guys were missing. All right, but I feel like if he signed for a club that were in need of a centre back right there and there, he would be talked more upon.
Potentially.
I think he's just
But because he's come in and he's trying to compete against arguably the 2 best centre backs,
but he plays
one
left
of the
back
the
as
2
well.
of the best centre backs in the league. It's very hard to beat and get ahead.
He's gonna. I feel like if he keeps getting injured this year as well, he'll just be similar to our Wesley Fofana.
Potentially.
A lot of talent, looks great when he plays. The issue is how long can you keep him on that field?
Yeah.
Because Fofana, alongside Saliba, were the 2 highest rated youth French
young centre backs.
young centre backs in the world.
Yeah.
But like Calafiori, he just can't get onto the field long enough to play that 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So we can appreciate players like this.
But that's also happened. Sorry, keep going. Yeah.
No, that's it. We just kind of and hence why I'm saying, because people are calling Wesley Fofana a flop. Yes, he hasn't played enough, but when he plays, he's very good. Same as Calafiori. I've seen that they've been calling him a flop because we haven't seen him play. We know he's a great talent.
Yeah.
He can do his job, plays well when he plays, but he just hasn't played enough for us to make the comparison. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been talking about.
And also by signing Calafiori, you guys were forced to sell, or Aiden Heaven, for instance,
No, we weren't.
was forced to move on because he goes, I'm not going to get a chance.
Yeah.
There's a couple of more
We'll
experience.
go to that one
centre backs.
after you finish.
Yeah.
And bro, what a player Aiden Heaven. Like, I don't want to
You've
jump
jinxed
the
him
gun
already.
here.
No, I know he's very good.
But bro, for what we paid 1 million for him, bro. What a player! He's already more established than half the centre backs that we have. Like, I'm telling you now, I'll choose him over Martinez and Maguire and stuff because he's genuinely a gun,
Absolutely. No, I definitely agree. And he's one that we lost,
bro.
but he's one that he couldn't see himself getting into the Arsenal first
That's what I mean.
squad.
Yeah,
Which is, I get it because it's Gabriel and he's a monster. But we've also seen Lewis Skelly come out of nowhere and establish himself as Arsenal's left back. Now
Out of nowhere,
potentially England's left back as well.
Yeah.
So players can do it if they believe in themselves, if they see a path. So maybe he didn't see one. Now let's get into the exciting stuff.
all right, tell us, bro. When are you going to sign a striker, bro?
I'm going to get to the striker. Right. Firstly, I'm going to start with Noni Madueke.
Mandem FC,
Right.
Nonny.
bang average backup for Saka.
Noni Madueke. So I can tell you from Arsenal's end, the club have spoken to his reps. They hold a genuine interest, but it's
What a
not,
long pod
it's
this
not
has been, bro.
advanced. It's not advanced, right? Chelsea have denied any bids.
Yes.
And Chelsea have also said that he's a part of our squad.
Well, what about if you guys come knocking with 65 million
Definitely won't
pounds?
happen.
Come on, man. You think you won't?
Not for him. The player has expressed interest, but he's worried about playing behind Saka.
Okay.
So
And he doesn't want to play on the left.
Well, he doesn't play on the left.
He does, but he's not that good on the
Yeah,
left.
okay.
But you know what? I actually really rate him taking players on. Like, I know he's an average player, but when you watch him, he actually, like, out of all our
Now
wings
he's
that we've
average,
had,
huh, now?
Sancho doesn't take on his player.
No, MADUEKE does.
This guy takes on, I swear to God, he'll beat the first man, he'll beat the second man, he'll run all the way to the line, cut it back, he'll come back around. He's just his attitude, it sucks. Attitude. He's a TikTok footballer.
So I think we can say that this one is not happening.
Not happening.
I've been seeing a lot of talks that he might, but look, it's just rumours.
The next one, and one that I'm super excited about, is Eze.
Bro, Eze,
This is one that I am super, super excited about.
What are you playing, but? Left?
I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at that point.
I don't care.
You bring him in like Chelsea. You just bring players in and play wherever.
And eventually
Eze can play
it'll
anyway.
figure itself out.
I'm telling you now.
Absolutely. We've made contact with his camp. He's keen on the move. Eze was an Arsenal youth player, got released in our under-14s. But his whole life growing up is Arsenal. Posters of Arsenal on his wall.
He'll be
in Arsenal
mad signing
shirts.
for Arsenal.
There's one of him, I think he's like 7 or 8 years old, in the yellow old kit we've got with the red badge. Looks unreal, yeah? That would be an amazing signing.
It'll be a dream signing for you as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And the best thing about this signing is it's reported that it has nothing to do with the left wing or striker position.
Okay.
So he's coming in as
could even play as a 10.
As a 10, a left 8, a left winger. Arteta will work it out. We need players. If this happens, well, right?
Yeah.
Next, we've got chats about Rodrigo.
Look,
this one's not as fluid as the Eze links, I want to say, right? But we also know that Rodrigo's played 23 minutes in the last 3 games in the Club World Cup.
To be fair,
come on this morning against Juventus, and he didn't feature nothing.
I heard he's injured though.
The thing is, Chubby alone said...
Can you stop touching your mic, bro?
Chubby alone said, I see Rodrigo in good shape. He was on the bench for a technical decision.
Okay.
He's still important and we will need him at the Club World Cup. He's a special player and will play a key role. So that's his own words. But this to me tells me that he's not in his plans.
But also...
I'd get rid of Vinny over Rodrigo.
But now that he's moved to a defensive, not like holding mid, does that mean he's trying to make more room for Rodrigo?
You're forgetting about the young player they've just signed from River Plate, who's a monster as well, Mastuado.
He was at River Plate. That's another one I just forgot his name. I don't want to bring it up.
Yes.
I watched him a few times, and he looks really good, man. Yeah. He looks really good.
So, I think this is something that could happen later on in the window. If this is going to happen, would it be
100 million?
I think they said 80 to 90.
See how they just get his goal get GA because he doesn't score a lot. I rate him very, very highly.
He's a gun player.
Absolutely. But see how they would just get 100 million for a player like that? No problem.
Yeah, well, they don't have to sell. They're Real Madrid. And then lastly, we've got the chats about Gyökeres and Sesko. Now, I'm okay with either one. I'm not really fussed. There's more reports coming out from Gyökeres wanting Arsenal
because he doesn't want to come back to the club.
Yeah, and he's saying actively that he won't go back to Sporting.
He wants Champions League as well.
But there's a bit of a stuff around with the fee and the president of Sporting. And
bro, what a rat that president is, bro.
I know. But I don't blame him as well, man. Like, you're looking at players like Pedro going for 60, like Cunha going for 62, and you're talking about a player that scored 60 GA last season.
Yeah, and he scored 50 something. He's ridiculous.
59, I think it was. And we're talking about him having an agreement for 60 plus 10.
If Nunes went for 70, 80 million, they want 70, 80 million.
You know what I mean? I get it from their side Portugal as well.
Yeah.
And then there's Sesko. Sesko's reports are saying that he's Arteta's preferred choice. However...
Sesko?
Yeah, there's...
You bring Sesko, you have to bring in another striker as well.
That's what I think as well. So... with Sesko, they're also saying that he's happy to stay at RB Leipzig, whatever it is. They won't do anything to discredit the club or ruin the reputation there with the club, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of movement happening around Arsenal. I'm glad with the signings we've made, especially the extensions, and I'm really looking forward to the attacking signings.
Do you reckon Ollie Watkins might be another chapter that you guys might talk about again?
Not at the same price they wanted in January.
No, but for like the 40, 50 mil, you reckon something that you guys might be keen on? Prem proven, 29, mature.
See, this is the thing. When I saw how quickly, once Zubimendi was wrapped up, when I saw how quickly Kepa, Norgard, and now the bids are flying in for this Mosquera guy, I was like, this to me means we've made 3 signings and we're going in for our 4th, which is an extra centre back. To me, it was like Arsenal know who they're buying. They know who the striker they're buying is. They know who the winger they're buying is. And now they know the money they're going to spend on those players.
Yeah, okay.
And now
if you look at it like that, I'll get
the squad, right?
Yeah.
But now I think it's slowed down a little bit. However, I expect a striker, a left winger, a 10, and a right centre back to come in. So I think we're going to make another 4 signings, and I think this will be the window that changes everything.
It has to be, bro.
Picture-wise,
it has to be.
Because look,
for signing the right players, Eze will be massive, bro. Eze would be massive.
You need that to just even match Liverpool who they've bought in, because what they've bought in, what they need. Look, I like who they bought in.
I hope Liverpool flop, bro.
Wirtz, who was the other one?
Frimpong wearing the Arsenal jersey. Have you seen that?
Yeah, but everyone's wearing it, like, you know what I mean? Like,
every United player is wearing someone else's bloody jersey in pre-season.
Garnacho's wearing Rashford at Villa. You know what I mean? Another thing I just want to touch on. I remember this now. Signing Gittins is actually a positive for Chelsea, because now we don't have to sign that Garnacho flop.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank God. I was actually happy. Like, Gittins I haven't watched.
I don't care. Honestly,
but I'm so happy that we signed him and not Garnacho.
I really hope those rumours of Amram going he's going. I hope that they're not true, because
remember the name.
No. Put it this way: why would a manager come out and completely criticise a player that still hasn't left your club? Do you know what I mean? Because there is a chance that you might not sell that player.
Yeah, you're not going to get 60, 70 million for him.
That's what I mean. So I don't think it's true. He's come up. He went on the tour to Thailand, whatever. He's been taking photos of the new jerseys and he's been modelling for him and stuff like that. There's still a massive chance he still might stay at United next season. I hope he does. Because prove him wrong, bro. Prove a point.
Remember that name.
Remember the name.
Inshallah.
But I still like him, bro.
And that's it for Arsenal, for now?
Yeah, for now, that's it for Arsenal. I mean, there's
how good is transfer?
There's other murmurs, but
don't shit about Liverpool, bro.
I like Liverpool.
With Liverpool, the one thing that I will say, I think
their
transfers have been very smart because they've addressed the positions in the starting 11 with starting 11 players that they've needed.
Now, we've got 4 Liverpool blokes that came in.
None of them showed up.
None of them showed up. You know what?
They can talk about it if they ever. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I was going to talk about it, but you know what?
Bro, that's their problem, not our problem.
Yeah, bro.
Outside of that, obviously, the other teams made signings, and we're going to do a big transfer recap probably closer to the season starting.
Oh, bro, I can't wait for that, bro.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. So obviously, there'll be a bigger picture of who's moved where and what's done what, because we need to get rid of players as well.
Because a good transfer window determines if United finished in the top 4 or if they have another season like this season.
You're getting nowhere near the top 4.
Wait, speaking about that, that centre back that you said that, no, not centre back. You know how you said Eze was always been a Chelsea fan. I mean, an Arsenal fan. He grew up, saying all that. Joao Pedro, he had an interview while he was at Brighton. He also said, I'll find you and I'll clip it. He actually said he's a Chelsea fan growing up and his idol was Drogba.
Why is that always the case, bro?
Because
even with bloody Casado, he was a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, I think
I reckon every player, I reckon it's all bullshit. I reckon every player goes through a phase where they wear a jersey and like, I was always that fan.
I don't think so, because Drogba's in that.
It's whichever team has the icon. So Henry was an icon.
A lot of Arsenal fans.
Yeah, yes. Drogba was an icon.
Yeah.
So a lot of
Ronaldo,
Yeah, you know what I mean? So these players follow these players. The younger players that are playing now followed those players. So I think it's only normal. That's why, because Liverpool was shit during those years, they didn't have those players looking up to their, maybe a Suarez, but then it was Barcelona.
That's right.
You're right. So, and Gerrard, he was iconic, but he wasn't. It's not like every player you speak to, it's either Arsenal, United, Chelsea. You get what I mean? I hear odd
icons are generally people who players that score goals.
But
they're generally icons.
A lot of African players, a lot of South American players, Chelsea, Arsenal, United. Do you get what I mean? It's not. You don't. I barely hear a player from that region saying,
"We're full shitting on Liverpool."
I full follow Liverpool. Liverpool's my team. It's just oldies that go for Liverpool, old blokes.
Old blokes, yeah.
I don't see any youngsters with Liverpool jerseys.
Do you reckon
that'll change?
What they're going through right now?
Absolutely.
This helps. Van Dijk
in 10, 15 years time, there'll be idols like
Salah, Van Dijk.
Yeah,
I agree with you there, and I'm not taking anything away from Liverpool before Vicky has a meltdown.
But the people growing up now are looking at City as well. So there is
Kevin De Bruyne. No,
100%. One of my cousins. No one else goes for City, bro.
I look. City, look, you got Kevin De Bruyne, Aguero. These are big moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Haaland now. Haaland still, all jokes aside, this
23?
year he scored
24.
He's 23, but this year he scored still a lot of goals, a lot of GA. I think he's at 40 GA. They were saying the stats at the Club World Cup. It was something ridiculous.
It's still ridiculous.
It's still crazy numbers.
Yeah.
Even though he still looks like a bot, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that's us done for this episode.
Wait, do I drop it off? Keep this in there. Do I drop this off the Burks, or how does this work?
Yeah.
You're looking at me. I know what you're trying to do.
No, but I need my.
Someone's dropping. I'm going home.
No, but I need my SD card, bro. So I
What
don't
do
know.
you need your SD card for?
This week, bro. I'm not
Tell him
gonna-
to quickly slap it in, edit it
I'll just drop it
tonight.
off tomorrow.
Tell him to.
I think he. Okay, it's up to you. Speak with him. Call him after this.
Yeah,
Yeah, just drop it off to him. Burks, just edit it, man. Shit.
Do we keep that in there?
Yeah.
Keep everything in there.
Burks, pull your weight for once.
Even for the people, that do follow us religiously, thank you very much. But yeah, we're moving on to bigger and better things.
Absolutely.
We're going to be doing live streams more often now.
Live streams are coming. The match day, the Tuto vlog is on the way as well. That's going to be, I think it's not
gonna be
next week.
unreal.
The week
OTB mini
after.
vlogs, yep.
And we will see you all shortly.